Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.
All right, guys, welcome back. It's me, Daniel, with vintagemagic.com. We're at the Durdle Zone. Yes, the Durdle Zone. Not Turtle Zone, Durdle Zone. We're going to find out what that means. It's another LGS World Tour video here in Honolulu, Hawaii. Kind of a overcast day on a Sunday. Let's check it out. It's a little quiet right now. The owner, Jeff, I've met before. He's an artist-proof collector, art collector. Here are the hours. Be sure to check it out, guys. It's going to be awesome. All right. What's up, guys? Awesome. Look at this. So immediately you come in here, there's a lot of space. Jeff focuses primarily on Magic the Gathering. So we actually just went, wave, Tony, Phil, wave real quick. Hey. Phil has driven me around. How's it going, man? And what's your name, sir?
Zach.
Zach, he's a United States veteran where he's playing Magic, Commander, so we're going to talk to him a little bit. But we've been driving around all day looking at shops and LGS stores. And instantly I could tell you, this shop is focused on purely Magic because it just has that vibe, the Magic flavor. Other shops has a lot of like Warhammer, stuff like that, which is perfectly fine. But I think what this shop is really special about is it has an incredible array of singles and legacy, vintage, modern, standard cards. And I like the layout. If you like your snacks, here we go. How's it going, Jeff?
What's up?
All right, so I've known Jeff for a while. He's gone to Grand Prix. He's been collecting and in Magic for a long time. So, Jeff, real quick, how long have you been doing this, the store, and tell us more about it?
The store is a little over 6 years we've been open here. I didn't know what to do with myself, so
Never
made everything work. And then,
Are you a player by...
I used to play kind of professionally. I gave up once they changed the system here. All the competitive players quit here in Hawaii.
What?
I've been collecting for a while.
Why did they... What was the backstory on that? What happened back
They
in
just
the
got rid of PTQs, and now we have to play in PPTQs to win the right to buy a plane ticket to fly to the mainland, to pay an entrance fee to play in the RPTQ, and then have to win the harder RPTQ tournament. Kind of
Right,
thing.
that's
So
right.
nobody
I heard about that.
So everybody quit.
It's made it more difficult because you guys are so landlocked.
Right.
It's just the cost basis is too hard. But you still play casually and...
We team draft. I built an EDH deck. I don't like playing EDH, but I built one just to sometimes mess around. I like the team draft.
Have you ever played old school?
No.
Never played old school.
There's 6 people on island that play old school here.
Really?
But
you know
they come
all
here
of them.
Sometimes. Yeah. They'll come here and play a little bit.
Oh, that's cool. All right, so real quick on the shop. This is a really nice setup here. What are you focusing on here? Like, what do you want people to know about the shop that, in terms of Magic? How are you guys set up here? What's going on?
We used to do like every game, and eventually they all fell by the wayside to make more room for Magic, and I'm kind of, Pokemon's the last holdout here. Eventually we might stop.
Where's the Pokemon?
Pokemon on that side.
Oh, okay. You have a little bit. Okay.
Eventually the store's a mess, so we got to get more room on the shelves.
That's all right. It looks clean to me.
Stuff,
yeah.
Magic stuff.
And so you guys tell us about your tournaments. So what do you have going on every week?
Oh, so Wizards tournaments are dead. Here in Hawaii, nobody goes to any tournaments anymore. So
what?
Right now, when we do Friday Night Magic, the whole room is full, just Commander players.
There's none?
We used to get 50 people for standard FNM. We used to get 50 people for draft. If I tried to hold a draft, we would get 2 people now.
What?
And standard is down to 16.
That's crazy.
Yeah, tournaments are.
What do you attribute that to?
There's a lot of competition here, so the cost.
Right.
It's in terms of draft. We have to do $10 drafts because everywhere else does $10 drafts. But that means 1 pack per prize pool.
Right.
When you're doing a $10 draft, all you're doing is rare drafting, so everybody just rare drafts and drops.
Right.
There's no play. There's no reason. The reason people used to draft was to get cards from the set. Like, I'm just gonna draft because I need cards from the set. Now nobody needs any cards from the set. You can just buy it before the pre-release. So pre-releases are gone down too. Tournaments
Wow.
Super low for pre-release.
For you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here.
And there's a lot of there is a lot of shops. I've noticed.
What do you mean you can just buy just online? Just I get the
No,
card?
you can sell products before the pre-release now. So now everybody just buys product before the pre-release, and they have no reason to actually play in the pre-release, because the main reason for playing the pre-release
blame
is
it
to
on
get
Rudy.
the cards early.
Right. You mean like
You want to
buy
get the
pre-
cards early,
pre-release box.
but now you can just buy boxes before the pre-release
Yeah.
even happen. So you're
Right.
playing the pre-releases.
It's crazy, man. So then your shop obviously has tons of singles. And so are you a collector? More collectors come here? Is that what your focus is in Commander players?
Yeah, we do the most singles here, so people, build entire decks. I guess we try to keep, most every card in stock if we can. But here's mostly casual, so a lot of Commander singles.
Yeah.
We'll do. Yeah.
So when you say like you sell the most singles comparative to other shops on the island, you guys are
like locally. Yeah.
locally. You guys are focused.
Ideals is huge, like web.
Yeah, right.
Look at by the way, this is the Jewel series. This is freaking awesome. It's super nice. Back in the day, I think it was distributed in Italy. Is that correct?
Somewhere
Or
in
Europe?
Yeah.
And then I actually don't even own one anymore. So I've been always wanting one. And then so it seems like to me like this is the best place for like casual play and having a good time with your friends, play Magic, and tournament wise, like you said, it's kind of falling the wayside. That's okay. Do you have a schedule lineup you have, or is it just casual all the time?
It's still kind of in flux, trying to figure out how the tournaments are going. So we do standard every Friday.
Okay. Still do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but all the rest we kind of just kind of graduated.
And you're open every single day?
Closed Mondays.
Closed Mondays. Okay.
Otherwise, every day.
All right. So one of the cool things I want to show you guys is obviously you guys know I'm an art collector. This is flipping amazing. I walked in here and Jeff's like, "Oh yeah, I want to show you something cool." This you want to tell us which one this was? The sword and
This is the invention, the original art for Sword of War and Peace, the invention.
by Philippe Baron.
Yep.
Philippe is out of Croatia. Beautiful, original, very large, by the way. This is like easily 16. It's almost 18 by 24. A little bit smaller than that.
They should be 14 by 8.
14 by 18. Okay. And then here's a Matt Stewart. What is this one?
This one's the invention, Sword of Light and Shadow, by Matt Stewart.
God, this is awesome. I have the Chris Ron version. This is awesome. Matt Stewart is a master. And by the way, guys, that was when they did this kind of Aether masterpiece thing going on, right? It was like energy. Remember that energy function?
Yeah.
That was a big thing. And here, oh my God, this is beautiful. What's this one?
This is the invention for Sword of Feast and Famine by Stephen Belladin.
Stephen Belladin. Wow.
It's a beautiful color.
You know what? Out of all of these, I will pick. I gotta say, this one in person is the most stunning. So the Philippe one is second, and this one, when I saw this online, I really liked the card, but in person, I feel like it should have been a little bit bigger. If the sword, because there's a lot going on with it, I felt like the sword could have been a little bit bigger, but still a really great piece. What made you collect this, or what made you buy it? The art.
Art's the best.
You love art, so you're an art collector.
Yeah.
So is that the as a shop owner, I could appreciate this. You don't just sell stuff; you collect things, and your affinity is art.
Right. Started collecting. I like artist proofs more than paintings. I just dabble in paintings. These are the ones I don't necessarily show everything I have, but this is ones people know I have. So
Yeah.
I like actually artist proofs the most out of anything Magic related.
Right.
I've been collecting artist proofs for a while.
And we're going to dive right into that here in a second. All right, so let's look at the love of Jeff. I've met him at these Grand Prix because of these guys. Here we go. Artist proofs. I've done some videos in the past. Jeff, why do you love artist proofs so much?
They're like mini pieces of art that are much more easier to collect. Plus, they have the same limited number, 30 for each foil, kind of thing. So
wow,
it's just an assortment of some random masterpiece ones.
When did you start collecting artist proofs?
Pretty much since I've been playing so many, before 2000.
Wow, this is gorgeous. Wow. Do you have any ones that are really rare that are in your collection? You're not here.
I have the one that you jokingly offered me 10K for it, but or half jokingly. Let me go find and grab it.
Is this a Dan Chang? Is this a Dan Chang joke?
The detail is amazing on the cards, though, isn't it?
So I was telling you is that remember you collect artist proofs too, Phil.
Yeah, but I'm not at this level where I'm putting the this kind of detail on the back of the artist proof.
No, you you have more of like the tokens.
Older stuff.
You have the token, the ones that you grew up with.
Yeah, this is really special.
That's what I'm saying. If you get that Siobhan Dragon done,
I'll have to talk to Melissa about that.
I'm telling you, that's a investment wise, and he's exactly right. He also collects artist proof too.
Yeah.
It really is all about. He really appreciates the nostalgia, but the rarity.
Here's 4 good ones for you. I guess this is the one that you.
There it
This
is.
one's my favorite, but this one's also crazy.
Sliver Queen.
Oh man, painted. Oh yeah. Which one did I offer 10K for? Just jokingly.
Jokingly.
Oh.
What is it worth?
Well,
Like 50K.
the thing is, in the back, it's what's cool about this is look at this.
Oh my god.
All right, look at these proofs, guys. All right, we're back. So Jeff got right out into the open here and showed me this. Hold this up, Jeff. What the heck? A hand-painted demonic or hemotic spell. Show me the front real quick. So this is the rarer proof. This is the beta proof that is basically, this is like the Holy Grail, right, Jeff? If you were collecting like proofs, those type of proofs are the rarest?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. It's because of the, there was only 50 made, and I think some of the artists actually, like Doug Schuler, the Sarah Angel, he has less than 50.
Yeah, they would use them as business cards or throw them away or just give them out for free or different stuff. So
They're gone. So what an incredible collection. So you have, this is per his personal collection, the Baneslayer Angel. And look at this Sliver Queen. Can you turn that around for me real quick? Look at this, guys. I like this. Rob Spencer does more, like, I would say, like, more, he's good at really inking. If you buy some of his stuff, it's incredible. And this is the proof that I offer apparently 10K for, to Jeff, jokingly, the Eternal Witness. Really great card. This is the OG 5th Dawn version, is that correct?
yes.
And I actually have the Friday Night promo version of it, but I love her artwork. So what is your favorite artist proof of all time? Like if you were to pick one.
I mean, it's probably this one just because I love this art. Like I have it, in this shop. Just
Oh, right, the Eternal
art-wise.
Witness. It's on the left-hand side, very front. Oh, the right-hand side, right-hand side.
Oh, it's right there.
I totally agree
But
with
that
you.
one I didn't actually, get personally. So I don't know. It's hard to pick, right? Like,
Oh, so part of it is meeting the artists and the connection with them.
yeah, I think so. I have one that I just actually signed an NDA to not show
What?
Whoa.
because the artist did one for me that he refused, never done before, never will again. He might do it starting now, but just did a painting for me that he didn't. He's
So-
never done a painting for anyone before, even though a lot of people have tried. People that have bought thousands from him. I somehow silver-tongued him into doing one for me. But I can't show it. I've shown you in person, I think. But
You can't say it on camera, right?
I'd rather not.
Okay, guys. So I'm gonna turn off the camera real quick, right back, so I can remember what it was. All right. So yeah, I found out the secret proof. I can't say it, but it's a great proof. All right. Next we have old school cards. This is an Arabian Nights set picked up. So obviously, if you guys are looking to sell something, you're in the Hawaii area, Honolulu. Even if you're in another island, I'm sure, Jeff, you would go and visit if you would, right? If you have a collection, just hit them up.
I mean, if I had to, I would.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, what I'm talking about. Like, obviously, rather you mail it.
It's kinda hard.
Oh, you got kids too?
Yeah. Well,
How-
I got one. Yeah.
You have one? Okay. Congratulations, man. I didn't know that.
Oh,
It is, how old now?
She's 2. She just turned 2 years a little while ago.
Really? Well, Nick is 3, so if they got married, basically we could do an arranged marriage.
Okay.
And then, then the number of reserve list cards we could share is be increased. All right, so this is really great. As you guys know, I love these old school cards. Jeff, how is the market for older cards in this area?
0. So I'm gonna sell them online.
0. Facebook groups or whatever.
Yeah.
You're saying you're going to be grading some cards. Do you do that often?
Not too much. I just have the batch I'm accumulating to set, get the discount.
Do you just mail them in?
Yeah, I don't think I can do the flight of Dallas thing.
You don't want to do it.
Reasonably.
Can customers come to you and submit BGS orders?
I don't do it very often. Like, I'm literally just gonna send one as soon as I get enough to send. I gotta figure out if I want to split it up.
You have the cards ready to go? Because I'm going to Dallas on Saturday.
Not yet.
Okay. If you had it ready, I would do it for you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I gotta,
Save you shipping.
I got some. I can show you what you can, or after.
Oh.
You can see
What cards you have? Are they in card savers?
Not yet. I have them in top loaders.
Well, we'll bring them out. And I'll just finish this up. While you're doing that, I'll just do this. So these are the antiquities cards. And yeah, you know, just typical. When you're buying these collections, this is in a D-ring binder, which is nice. But there's a lot of collections are in those older binders, the circular, that cause all those binder dings. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. And Phil, I've been hanging out with Phil. Phil.
Yeah.
This is crazy. This particular shop has had more old school cards than any of them combined by leaps and bounds.
This is a good shop for Magic the Gathering. I think it's credible. A lot of people come in here, they play competitively, and this is where you come to play Magic. I mean, take a look at the inventory here. I mean, I'm not seeing this Pokemon stuff. I mean, they got a couple boxes over there, but this is what you're coming in here for. You're coming in for Magic, you're coming in for old school, and the guy's legit, right? Jeff's legit over here, so this is the real deal. Look at that. Beautiful card. This is all mint.
Too lazy to take it out of the binder.
Are you lazy?
Yeah, he's just gonna live it.
Okay, lazy is one of the words.
He doesn't have time for this stuff.
Yeah.
So this is the LGS World Tour. What is something tips as an LGS owner? What is some of the hardest things to do for you? Like,
well, here because we, no tournaments, pack margin is terrible. We basically got to do everything on singles. I basically handle all the inventory myself for especially for the rares and foils and stuff. So I'm just behind. We buy
so
much.
pricing is sorting,
getting it into inventory, everything. Because we had to stop put a limit on buying nowadays just because I just buy too much stuff. Can't get it in right.
And you don't have time. You don't have time to do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I don't want to hire any randos. So.
Right. So do you work by yourself now?
Sometimes my wife will come in and help when we have babysitters.
Yeah.
I have.
So that's date night. It's Friday night date night.
Yeah. I have a worker that helps me on some other days just so I can have another day off. But
yeah,
most of the time it's just me here. So.
Just you. Well, I'm gonna have to move to Hawaii, guys. If I move to Hawaii, I'm gonna help out Jeff. Volunteer work. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
All right. So what else do we got? With some other cool cards, real quick.
These are ones I'm for sure gonna grade.
Whoa! Let's put this down right. Yeah. Whoa.
They're just triple sleeved, but
wow.
They're fairly nice.
Why do you triple sleeve them?
Oh, just in case I drop it in.
Do you have a card saver?
I do have them on the side. I switch them over when I for sure know I'm grading them.
All right. Do you want me to look at them in a minute? I'll tell you what I think they'll grade.
Oh, sure.
See if they're the same. All right, Illusionary Mask, and these are the power cards. Wow.
Just random.
All right, I'll look at these cards here in a second and tell what they'll grade. Black Lotus.
Where?
Blacker Lotus.
What?
We're right back, guys.
Is that a poop? We're going.
All right, so we're back. We're back. So we're gonna look at some Black Lotus cards. One Black Lotus. Jeff, so you want to tell us where you got it or no? You got it for a long time ago?
I've had it for a while, yeah. I bought it in a collection before any price spikes.
You don't mind if I come back or do you?
No, go ahead. Too late now.
Here, come to
Too
me
late
real
now.
quick. All right, so I'm buying the shop. Jeff, how much do we want?
Jesus.
What are we talking about?
Buy the entire shop. How much will it cost today?
I don't know. I gotta do some research.
He wants all of the Kaladesh foil inventions, and then he'll sell them in the shop.
Wow.
All right, thanks for letting me come here, by the way.
Oh, no problem.
Thanks for coming out. Okay, so let's take a look, guys. My hands are clean, so let's take a look at the pearl.
Nothing too crazy, just
So focus. Yep, I mean, okay. So I'm gonna move these cards away. Got it. Good image. So this is definitely. Well, first off, when you look at these cards, you want to make sure they're real. And the reason why I know they're real is the characteristics of beta. This is excellent. So what I've noticed is that the pearl, off-center wise, is generally heavy on the left, small on the right. And you'll notice that when Beckett grades this is a very consistent thing. If it's a reback card, for those of you who understand my reback videos, the left is very small, right? Therefore, this is definitely a real card. I don't even have to do the bend test. I can just tell. Also, you can tell by print, coloring, that happens, but I can just tell. Now, you also have to understand, just because you're a big shop, people have bought from Channel Fireball, Star City. The buyers sometimes tend to be very amateur of the cards, but because Jeff is actually a player and a collector himself, he's been doing this for such a long time, he knows. Whereas buyers who are just $10 employees, they're not going to know, right? Is that right? As much.
Sure.
Yeah, as much. Okay, so let's take a look at the card. So there's a little surface thing here, like an indentation on the very top. It's very light. That's common for this card in terms of like wear, in terms of if there's like just kind of a little shuffling. I would give this, I definitely would give this a 9, and here's why. I'll just leave it down here. The reason why it's a 9 instantly is, yeah, you're good, you don't have to keep, yeah. The reason why it's a 9 instantly is because the centering metric, they're gonna give that probably an 8.5. The reason why is that the inner box here and the black box, in comparison to this, to get a 9 centering, you have to have 55-45 on both ways. PSA is a little bit more lenient, and they would give the centering a lot flexibility. So you might want to turn it this way. Yep, there you go. Yeah, that's where. No, actually, one to the angle. Yeah, less clear. Okay, so that's what I think. I think the corners are definitely going to get a 9.5. I think the edges are going to get a 9.5. However, this little surface thing, if they consider that an edge flaw, which is really stupid, because they could consider an edge flaw because the grader might just be drunk, and you know what I mean? They might give the edges versus the surface the switch off of the grade. They should be giving it a surface flaw, and that should be probably a 9 or 8.5. So that's the subgrades. The back looks okay, and actually what I'll do is just, I don't want him to tell me later. So if he hits the grade back, he'll be like, Dan, you're wrong. Yeah, so the edges are probably, this is so small here, the amount of edge wear. Yep.
Yeah, I got it.
Get back a little, yeah.
Minor.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, I'll put this on top like that. Okay. Next is Illusionary Mask. I like this card. Far out, yeah. How's that guy look, guys? One of my favorite cards. Doesn't get played a lot. All right, so let's take a look. I'm gonna move this pearl over there. Here we go. Good. All right, so yeah, you can put it. Yeah. So what I think about the Illusionary Mask is it's definitely lesser quality than the pearl. The main reason why is because not only do you have a centering situation, it's smaller on the left, but there's a significant nick right here on the edge. Get that. Don't want to go too fast.
Got it.
Okay, like that. That's like an ideal picture. Yep, see that? So that is what I call more of a major, like a minor flaw on the edge. And when you start incorporating a smaller ding like that, right? That's another, it just adds up. That's what the graders are looking for. Also the corners, look carefully. Corners like that generally are gonna get hammered on beta cards. So in looking at this grade, I would give this an 8.5. The centering is gonna get a 9 or 8.5. The edges are gonna get 8.5. The corners are gonna get a 9. They might give an 8.5 because, depending on how they feel. See how whitening right there? Right, there's two things. So this card, actually, Jeff, I would not grade. A PSA or not grade, because there's no benefit. Right. There's no reason. There's just not a value to do it. All right, next with the Lotus, let's try to get some good images of this.
This one has a thing too, but
it's okay.
It's still nice.
Oh, you want to pull it out? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. That's got it. Yeah, you want to have. So here's the card, guys. Look at that, guys. Look at that. I told myself on this vacation that I would not be looking at any Magic cards, and it just happened.
You didn't have to.
Come on, Joe. I normally charge $150 an hour for appraisals, but for Jeff, I'm gonna do it for free because I love him so much. All right, I'm just messing with it. All right, so let's take a look at the card. Okay, so there's a couple of things I will tell you guys about this card. A lot of people remember I told about rebacks, left and right is really important. Lotus is off-centered usually in two ways. This is very small, and it's heavier on this side. But that can also be a rebacked, because reback collector's edition cards are very small, right, on the left, and heavy on that side. The other way that it's off-centered is the top and bottom. What I like about this card a lot is the top and bottom is very nice. It's actually 50-50. This is what a trademark of a gem mint 50-50 on top to bottom, right? So this card is going to get a 9 centering because it's very close. I would be surprised if they gave it an 8.5 centering. I think they hammer the top and bottom a lot more. Usually it's very small on the top and it's very thick on the bottom. I just sold one on eBay for $35K with the 8.5 centering, but 3.95s for everything else. Corners, edges, and surface. All right, so let's look at everything else. This is interesting. You have the corners. So look at this corner right here. Yep, there. Yep, stop it there. That corner is actually a manufacturer normal corner. However, depending on what day of the week Beckett feels like, they're probably gonna hammer it a little bit or not. Look at this corner. We're gonna analyze every corner because it's such a valuable card. This is a decent corner. I did get a 9. This one is a 9, 8.5, 9 corner. Some graders would give that a 9 corner. This one right here, and I'm doing every corner, is more of a 9 corner too. So the best corner is this one right here. Edges on the front. Right here is a problem. This is a very normal thing for right there. Magic cards. It's kind of almost a full back. You can't really tell on the surface, but it's very normal for these kind of cards because of the way they were cut. And yeah, I mean, it's not a major flaw, but it does get dinged. Let me look over here. So the biggest thing, obviously, glaring is this edge right here. Got it?
Put that thing sideways there.
Don't do it fast. You want to do it slow.
There we go.
Do it slow, yeah. Yeah, right there. See that?
Minor edge.
Yeah. So give me a little space. Move. Yeah. Space and focus. Okay. So the other thing I look at here is the corners actually in the back look really nice. So all Magic cards, if they're not rebacked and such, are going to have a natural curl downwards. You'll notice on just any of the corners. Just pick a corner.
Yep, got it.
Flip it so the glare. You don't want white light. Yeah. Nice and slow. See that like that? You want to just nice and slow. Yep. Leave it there. Yes. Okay, go ahead in the middle. Yeah. Okay. Why don't you stop the video for a second? Okay. Don't do it fast. You gotta go slow. Okay. Okay. Let me. Want to move back. Yeah. Just. Okay, so we're back on the Lotus, the Beta Lotus. This corner is an incredible, pristine corner. Look at this, the back here, that one. Come here and get the blackness of it. See that? That is a really nice back corner. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, that lighting is probably better. Like this one. Nice and soft. There, yep. Yeah. No, you're lowering the light. You want to hit the middle. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, that's good. So you want to just let it, just when it focuses, yeah. Yeah, that's really nice. And then this guy right here is a really nice one. Look at it. So all in all, now I'm looking at the surface. I don't see, there's like a little bit of a weird mark there, but it's not too bad. It's the edge right there. That's the main thing. I get asked a lot, why are you using your hands, not actually use your gloves? The main reason why is it doesn't really matter. All the graders in Beckett and PSA, they don't use gloves anyway. So because the oils in your hands are not, these are poker type of cards, so they don't really affect things that much. I'm going to pause this real quick. Okay. All right, so we're back. So what we're going to do is now look at the card one more time. I'm going to pan through here, and yeah, if you guys have comments below, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I think it's a really, really nice card. I have a suspicion, depending on the grader of the week, they're probably going to give it an 8.5. If the centering was better, they'd probably give it a 9. And the reason why is when you have two metrics, because centering will probably be a 9, they're probably going to hammer the corners to 8.5. And the reason why is this corner I was doing earlier, right there, the little white thing right there, guys. That corner, they're really, really picking on. They don't want to give that a 9, 9.5 corner, like ever. And this little corner there with a little bit of wear there, so the combination of all that affects everything. So the question remains, is it better to sell the card as a raw card to someone that wants to maybe play it in their deck? Or is it better to grade? Typically cards like this, Jeff, would probably sell for, if it was a 9, it would sell for about $30,000 or so, right, as a 9. As an 8.5, I'd probably give it, you know, I'd probably say at least 20K, 25K range. All right, I'm gonna close out the video here in a second. Hold on a second. All right, so we're back. Jeff, thanks again for your time.
Of course.
Durdle Zone in Honolulu, Hawaii. You have a website or eBay store? How do you find you?
Just durdlezone.com.
Durdle, D-U-R-D-L, Zone, Z-O-N-E. On Facebook, just type that in. Or you can just find them on the TCG Player ever? You selling there?
Nope.
No eBay, nothing?
Nope.
Okay, so go on. I guess Facebook is the way. So call them for any of the singles. I'm going to kind of do a closing outside. Thank you so much for your time.
Of course,
you guys enjoy all the artwork and all the cards, and aloha. Thank you everyone for joining me. It's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com. I'm excited to share more about our appraisal services. All right, so the first step of the appraisal process is determining if your items are authentic. After determining that the items are authentic, we will then do a market evaluation of your items. So oftentimes clients ask me, hey Dan, I want to insure my collectibles. Well, after the authenticity and evaluation part of the appraisal process, I would then construct an official letter and we would send that off to the insurance company. Your insurance provider would then offer you insurance based on the evaluations and authenticity. We also offer pre-grading services. So collectors who are looking to save money on grading can go through us. We will actually grade and authenticate the cards before you send it off to grading, and that will save you potentially thousands of dollars on grading fees. Also, we offer estate collection services. So basically, if you have acquired a collection over the years, either from a family member or yourself, and you want to pass it down to your kids, we're able to determine valuations based on the levels of today.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.